Okay guys, looks like we've got some calves out. Coming over to the compost to get the tractor and get a couple rolls of hay put out. It's nice and drizzly here. It's supposed to be getting pretty cold this weekend. So I would imagine that they are out trying to get a snack, getting prepared for the upcoming weather. Let it never be said that cows will get out on a nice sunny day where you have absolutely nothing else to do. It's always when you're busy and the weather's crap. Blake's gonna love me going through this mud. Okay, let's spear some hay and come back at you. Not particularly thrilled with how much hay we have already fed this year. Oh crap. Hard to video and spear at the same time. Well, it wasn't pretty, but it worked. Kind of like me. Okay, here we go again. Like I said, not very fashionable, but it's functional. Okay, so here we go. I'm debating on whether to put out one roll or two. Blake is off cleaning out chicken houses. He's trying to finish that up. It's nice and raining, getting cooler by the hour. It's supposed to be some of the coolest temperatures we've had all year coming up this weekend. So I would imagine that these cows are out trying to get their bellies full before it gets extra cold on them. Get prepared to kind of give them a little more warmth to rely on. Blake went hunting this morning hoping that he could find a deer with the same idea. He did not. Hoping that I am able to entice these guys because they got out in our turnout lot. Actually, I'm going to go one up another gear. Got out into the turnout lot. That way we're saving. Dangerous to carry your load this high, but I have no choice. As I can't see down the road. Really hoping the neighbors have plenty of time and room to get out of the way. So anyway, here they all are. There's the two that are out, as mentioned in the previous video. It's hard to say, sorry it gets blurry. It's Baldy. Her mom's name is Rogue because she stayed out, and then the one I talked about first video, Two-Tone, he's out. Try to get you a shot of him. You won't be able to tell his color very good today because it's wet, but he's the one that's red on top, black on bottom. Could have named him Checkerboard, but anyway. So, I'm not entirely sure I can talk them out of the fresh grass with this roll of hay, but we're going to give it a shot and see how it goes. Forgot to bring my knife. So, I will get to stand out in the drizzling rain and pull strings off by hand. The joys of farm life. Well, I like to pull the strings off. Oh, here they come. Okay, cool. Maybe this won't be too hard. We like to pull the strings off Hey, we use a biodegradable seagrass twine, but still, just for extra precaution, we like to take all the string off before we feed. See, they come up, they know what's going on, they know they're in trouble. So after I get through with this, I'm going to try to find a spot where they got out. Oh, two tell them to come back in already. Troublemaker. Oh no, the gate's open. Okay, well it shouldn't be too hard to find. There's the gate. There's the gate. Nice and muddy. And I'm driving too fast, so I'll catch you in a minute. Okay, so this is me cutting twine with a bolt because I forgot to get my knife. This was unexpected. Calves were out trying to get the kids down to their great granny, so I didn't have to do this carrying a baby and a 4-year-old. So you work with what you got, and this is all I could find in the tractor. Trying to get all this off before the calves come up, because they're gonna go at this hay. They're rubbing all over it, trying to knock me down. All I'm trying to do is keep them from choking. They don't get that. So, all the string pulled out in the rain. It's not raining hard, thankfully. Alright, I'll show you my handy dandy trick. Well, I don't have to. Keep pulling. Okay, now, see if I can find a string. Show you my trick. There it is. Let's see if this will work. Okay, now, try to show you my trick. Get in there. Saw it. I don't normally do this one-handed. Saw it back and forth. Sawing it back and forth. Taking off some extra hay. Come on. Got a lot of slack holding it now. It's hard to do this one-handed. There we go. Pop her loose. And that should have been the last string. Okay. Pull in the last of the strings. Nice bright orange and a gloomy day. Come on, baby! Okay, looks like they got the move on. Come on, girls! Alright, we're gonna dump this hay in the hay ring. And probably go ahead and put out an extra roll. Gets really muddy around this hay ring, so I'm going to try not to make an absolute mess. Don't normally like to turn them up on their ends. Ah! But the way I screwed this one, I don't think I'm going to have to. Yep, sorry guys. You're going to have to do that one in a hurry. It's going to get saturated. Okay. Let's go on out. Or down to where gate is and see if I can't coax some into coming up. We're thinking about it, but they know it would make my life much too easy if they come on without giving me a little bit of trouble. Cut my thumb. Had to pick up dirty eggs. Busted open thumb. Probably get some kind of chicken disease. I don't really think that's how that works, but anyway. If it can happen, it'll happen to me. They all are on the wrong side of the fence. Ooh, slow down. I gotta get these guys back up. I would love nothing more than to leave them out to finish cleaning all the grass off this lot, but problem at this point in time is fence charger got struck by lightning. So the cows aren't really an issue. Come on, baby. But their calves like to get out from the neighborhood. Come on, babies, let's go. Yeah, come on. Deer 45 with the double tags. She's always the first at the dinner table. Come on, babies. So, come on. If it wasn't for their calves, then this wouldn't be a problem. However, calves getting out, they bother the neighbors. This is a dead-end road, so that helps. We know everybody that lives here, but would really rather not give them any more reasons to hate us than we've already given them. Okay, so I was just gonna go with one roll, but that didn't really get them up. They weren't thrilled with that. When they had all of this. No, it's a terrible shot, but anyway, it looks really good in person. Then I look at the weather, and it's supposed to get down pretty cold for our area in the morning. I think I'm just going to go ahead and put out another roll, because it's rainy, it's cold, they need extra. So you're going to be burning more calories to keep warm. So let's go ahead into the compost and get roll 2. Alright, so we're going back for roll 2. The first roll didn't really bring all of them up like I had hoped. Got in some, but the rest of them were hanging out at the all you can eat. So we're going to go back, get another roll, try to get everybody up, shut the gate. Hopefully, for some reason they just bumped it open. We don't have any other holes in the fence at this time that I'm aware of. I called Blake to see if he had turned them out intentionally, which he didn't. I thought that would have been really dumb considering the fence charger got struck by lightning, but you know, who knows. So he didn't do it. They've obviously just bumped it open, or had a rowdy kid in the neighborhood, maybe just kind of causing some trouble. I don't know. We're gonna get roll number 2, see how that does. Okay, here we go, round 2. As I was stabbing this bale, fuel light comes on. Story of my life. I'm constantly having to go and get or put fuel in something somewhere, either of Blake's or of Dad's. I get it, guys. Fuel, it costs $50, and we didn't even fill up our runaround gas truck the other day. $50. It's ridiculous. But what is more ridiculous is having to coast to town with 2 children after you've already worked the morning shift to put gas in the runaround truck. And now here I am. Ah, crap. It's cotton picking cows. Now here I am trying to feed these cows that don't know how to listen, because they clearly know the gate where they come out is open. Just went and opened it wider than you guys had opened to get out. Oh, there's something coming while I'm ranting. And they are back in the field. Just make hamburger meat out of every one of you. Out the 3 cows that I did manage to entice are now leaving and going back out the gate. What is with you guys? Okay, so the majority of them are up. Finally. 2 bales and a lot of hollering later. Here comes Rogue. This is our matriarch of the bunch. That's my oldest cow. And then Blake has a Jersey Angus cross that we call Granny. That's his oldest cow. So, let's see, we have a couple of calves there. And the bull. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 more to go. Okay. Let's see what we can do to herd these guys back where they belong. Here they go running. Like they couldn't have done that an hour ago. Sorry, sapsuckers. Okay. Got a heifer there. She's a little high-headed. I bought a ranch horse just for occasions like this. We had a couple summers ago. Every calf we had was absolutely wild. We try to catch them when they're a day or two old, while they're still young enough. Catch them, tag them, write them down, figure out who their mama is, all that good stuff. And that year we just had problem after problem after problem. This little gal right here, old white face with a black eye, she is one of the main instigators to all this. But anyway, so I got Tumbleweed to help me out with a little bit of ranch work, and haven't been able to really. I got to ride her a little bit, and then we found out, come on little mama, found out that we were expecting our son, so that cut my riding out. And now I'm back to doing this on foot. You guys give me a like and a comment if you think Blake should build me a horse barn so I can start riding again. It always happens. There's always one that just cannot see the gaping hole where they're supposed to go. Every time. This is one of our new little gals. We bought her from a neighbor. They had her. She was the only one they had. There we go. There we go. Crackers. That's what they fed her. They fed her crackers as a treat. So it's kind of my pet name for her. Okay. All right. Get it back in. Now, unless they grow fingers, they're not going to bump this open. Not on my watch. Bunch of hooligans. Not on my watch. So anyway, we have crackers. And then we bought 5 blue tags. This is one. There goes one. There goes one. 2 of these guys up here. This one and the one in the middle, not the white face one. They're new. Here's old two-tone. Yeah, he's a renegade, but excellent build on such a calf. I have to go back and see how old he is, but it is not old considering the proportions that guy has. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a little Eddie. The red one, that is the one that we bought, and then the black eye, she was raised here, but the one with the orange tag here in the middle, that's little Eddie. And the story behind that is, let's see if I can get out of here without shish kebabbing anybody. Oh, sorry. The story behind the little Eddie is, is my uncle, Eddie, obviously, had a cow give birth roughly the same week or the week after we had a cow give birth. Number 18, she was one of our 5 from Morrison. 18, she had a beautiful, healthy little bull calf. Everything was going great. I'm thinking he was about a week old he got out. He got under the fence on us. And that happens a lot. You say, why would a calf that's a week old get out? They're still nursing on their mom. They don't need grass. He's a baby. A lot of times that'll happen is if a cow will hide her calf. And hold that thought. Okay, now with all the gates secure. A cow, if she's worth her salt, will hide her calf for the first couple of days, few days, sometimes a few weeks. We've had calves 2 weeks old, we didn't even know were on the ground because their moms were so overprotective that they hid them that well for that long. So she, 18, she bedded her calf down, hiding him kind of off in the corner. And when he went to sleep, undoubtedly, he must have rolled under the bottom strand of the fence. And he got out. Now, we check our cows in calving season every day. And we had checked on him. I think that was a Tuesday. He was fine. Come over Wednesday around lunch, and he was under the fence. Wasn't a big deal. We got him, he was fairly simple to catch, easy to catch. Brought him back home. We were able to tag him and do what we needed to do at that point. Give him back to his mom. She was fine, licking him. Everything was all well and good. And then within 24, 48 hours, dead. He was just gone. He swelled up. Come over. There he was by himself. She was upset, kind of walking around hollering. It wasn't a pretty sight. That's always the sad part. We are farming. Sometimes things like that, they just happen. We don't know why. I contacted our vet, Dr. Johnson, and she let me know, that it could have been grass tetany. More than likely it wasn't, because he was such a young calf that he probably wasn't interested in eating any grass at that time. Could have been it. That's where they get bloated. The gas off of the grass. Blake can explain it a little better than I can, but they get bloated from the gas, and they're not able to handle it. But anyway, more than likely that wasn't what the problem was. I done some research, and along with our vet's opinion, it was just where he had went an extended period of time without having milk. It was where he went overnight without being able to nurse, because his mama couldn't get to him for the fence. He couldn't figure out how to get back under. That was the problem. So 18 lost her calf. Really sad. And then a few days later, my uncle Eddie had posted on his Facebook page looking for a nurse cow or someone who might be interested in bottle feeding a calf for him, because he had a calf that had lost his mother. We got in contact with him, and we were able to put up 18, bring his calf to her. Took him a couple days to bond. She was not all that thrilled about it, but he was a hungry little dude and very persistent. You usually don't see that in a calf that hasn't been able to nurse in an extended period of time. But he was a hungry little guy, and he was a fighter. He was not gonna get out of here without at least giving it a shot. She was not thrilled about the idea, but she was also hurting where she had not been able to nurse. Gotta put the spear down. Where she had not been able to nurse a calf. She was in some pain. So she finally let in, and they actually turned out to have a really good relationship. I was very pleased with how it all went down. He is actually weaned now. He doesn't need a mama, but she still keeps up with him. It's pretty sweet. And that's the story of little Eddie. And the cows are up. It is still raining. It is getting dark. It's getting colder. And I got to get back to the house to check on my own babies. Thanks for riding along.
We're gonna break this pumpkin! Constructive. We kind of threw the tweezer back, but we have to use it. Okay, this is kind of hard. Alright, let's get this pumpkin ruined. Let's use the tweezers. Now this is a tough pumpkin, but we're more tough. Let's get hammering. Let's get to the bottom. So, here's where Mom did my. Now that's a constructed pumpkin. Not constructed is us. This pumpkin is no match for me. Look at the inside of that pumpkin. That pumpkin is no match for me. Let's crack. Now we're going to fight this pumpkin. I gotta go eat my